There we go.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going live. Thanks, man.
Oh, you're on.
I know. I said I'm going live.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yep. All right, babe. Shut that door. Is the kitty out there?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, Lori, what's happening? What's up, Lori? Hey, Ken. Hey, what's up? Let's see. My hair. Drunk?
Are they hearing you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
What?
Okay.
Yeah, I made sure that little green thingy.
All right.
All right, honey. How's it going, Lori? How's it going, Ken? You guys okay? Can you hear me? You can hear me, right?
Yeah, I hear you now.
Can you? Okay. Why is... I don't know. Hey, Renee, what's up? What's up? Lori, how's your week been? Renee, how's your week been? Hey, Kim, how's your week been? Ken, how's your week been? How's everybody doing? Super lazy today, got nothing done. Nothing wrong with that, it's Friday. Ugh, stupid thing's going off again. Oh, thanks, Ken. I was like, I said, did you post a picture or something? He's like, yeah. I was like, why? Thank you, Ken. Hey, Susan, what's happening? I don't know why my face is like all red. I don't know. Lori, that was me yesterday, lazy day, but today I had double the work to do. Oh no, yuck. Yuck. Hey, JR, what's happening? Good week, bad week, everybody? Good week? Yeah, good week. It's been good, it's been bad and up and down, but I'm still here, so I guess that's all good. Oh, there you go. There you go. Pat, you're back. Yay. Woke up when it was... Oh, no. Tornadoes. I'm so sorry. We've got 55 mile per hour wind gusts supposed to happen tomorrow. But right before I went live, like, the trees are whipping out there. I'm like, what the heck? So apparently it's decided to come early. Life is like a roller coaster. Yeah, unfortunately it is a lot of times, isn't it? I have a toothache that's starting to hurt. Took me all week to get an appointment Monday. Oh, yuck. Renee, that's the worst. Ugh, that's the worst pain ever, isn't it? Especially when it's like pulsating. But listen, let me tell you a little trick. So clove oil, I don't know if you've tried that, but like Walgreens sells these little teeny bottles of clove oil. They help. And also, you know you know, the stuff that the gel that or cream that you can put, you know, on your tooth. A lot of times that makes it worse because it has sugar in it. So if you get the canker sore stuff, it's the exact same thing but no sugar in it. So it helps a lot better than the regular, like Oragel. You know, like the Oragel stuff. Get the canker sore one. It has no sugar in it. It helps a lot more than the regular one does. Yep. Yeah. Trust me, I've had my share of dental pain and it sucks.
Tell Renee about my trick.
I did.
Oh, you did?
I just told her. What are you talking about? I just said it.
Oh, okay.
As you barged in, I just got done telling her.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And I was telling her the clove oil too, though. That works really good. Hate toothaches. Glad I'm almost rid of. There you go. Yeah, toothaches are the worst, aren't they? I'm glad I don't have to deal with it anymore.
Ambisol.
You do. Yeah, Ambisol.
That has sugar in it.
I just said that.
Yeah, that sucks.
So you get the canker sore one.
Yes, no
sugar. Because it has no sugar.
Right.
Look, your psoriasis is acting up really bad today.
Yeah, my wife is acting up really bad too.
I don't know why it's acting up so bad. You're like, it's like really patchy red.
I know why.
Oh, you do? Sorry, guys. Over here having a conversation. Let's see. Yeah, Ken, right? Yeah, hubby had went to the pharmacist and he was like, you know, my tooth is killing me and this Oragel isn't working. And the pharmacist was like, that's because it has sugar in it. You need to get the canker sore kind. It has no sugar in it, but it has the numbing effect. It works well. Clove oil, what does it come in a bottle? We have a CVS. It's like this big, okay? So the bottle's about that round and about this tall. And it's literally clove oil. You can find it, I think, in the dental section. Like where the Ambisol gel is.
Yeah, that works pretty good too.
Yeah.
When you got
and it comes and it comes with this like little like pad thingy that you dip down in the clove oil, and then you can actually, it'll get down in, like if it's like inside of a tooth that's killing you, you can like get down in there with it, you know. You should try it. It actually helps a lot. Hey Ian, what's happening? What's up? I see Deanna's not on here. She emailed me this week and said that they moved and she didn't have internet, and she was like, they're supposed to come Friday morning. I better freaking have internet. So she was supposed to be on here. Maybe, I hope her internet got hooked up. I once bought the wrong clove oil, essential oil, I think, and it burned my mouth. Oh no, Ken, ow. Yikes. Yeah, don't get the essential oil. It's actually in the dental section at like Walgreens or CVS, and it's clove oil. If you can't find it, it's like okay, well, here's one of my dog's biscuits, but it's like literally like, it's about that tall, and it's about, if this were round, it's about that big, a little bit bigger. It's in the dental section usually. Like at Walgreens it is, I know, and I think I've even seen it there at CVS. But if not, ask the pharmacy or ask the people, because they'll know. Yeah, I don't know. I would Google it, Lori, but if it doesn't hurt, if cats aren't allergic to clove oil, I don't see why it wouldn't help. You know what I mean? Because it doesn't burn or anything like that. So it's very soothing right away. Hey, Darlene, what's happening? I didn't use oral stuff yet. Just been taking Tylenol. The bottom of my molar broke, but the top of the tooth's still there, and everything gets caught in it. Ow. Ugh. Dental pain, man. Sucks. And then I have a husband that's like he hates the dentist, okay? He's like deathly afraid of the dentist. So I'm having a hard time. Let's see. Ask the chemist or sales assistant in the shop. Yeah, they'll know where it is. I'm sure they've had people ask for it before. I've just used whole cloves. Really, Kim? I didn't think of that. I'm sure that would work, though. Yeah, definitely. It really helps. I don't know what it is with the cloves, but it really does help. Seriously. I have used it. I am living proof that it works, you guys. Going tomorrow to get that in my PJs now, relaxing. I don't blame you, Renee. I have half my PJs on. I have my shorts on. Oh, you guys, look. I decided to wear, I don't know if you can see it. My mom had, like, you know, tons of brooches. And I was going through my drawers today and I'm like, I never wear, like, any of her brooches. So I was like, I'm going to start wearing them. So. Sounds really sore. You can take both clove oil and painkillers. Yeah, you definitely can. You can pop the Tylenol and put the clove oil on, for sure. Or apparently cloves works too, so yeah. You can definitely do both. It's not going to hurt anything because clove oil is like natural, you know. What is going on with my... Oh. I thought my lens on my camera was broke. I was like, what the heck? But it's just the way it's situated and the light's hitting it. I was like, what the heck? I'm also afraid of the dentist. Are you? Hubby's like deathly afraid. And when Chris was a baby, well, he wasn't a baby, but it was like time for his first dental appointment. So he was a couple of years old and he overheard Hubby talking to his mom about how bad he hated the dentist. And so he then became afraid of the dentist. It was a nightmare, you guys, trying to get his teeth cleaned and get everything done. For my son, it was horrible. Like, to this day, he can't stand going to the dentist. It's crazy. I lived on Advil, plus I have pain pills from the knee surgery from my root canals. Ugh, yeah, root canals. Ugh. Ugh. That pain, right? Yeah. I don't do well with dental pain. I don't like dental pain. I can handle brain surgery. I can, you know, I can handle a lot of stuff, but dental pain is like the worst. I get it. And my husband's always like, oh, you make fun of me because I'm in pain from, and I'm like, no, I make fun of you because you have no tolerance for dental pain at all. And I don't really make fun of them. I just kind of pick at them. Yeah. You know. Okay, let me get caught up, you guys. I took my dad and all our info down to this tax guy who's a religious leader, and for a donation, he got 6 years of taxes done in about an hour. It was so easy. All the time my dad directed. Wow. Thank goodness you got it done, though. That's such a flippin' nightmare, isn't it? The one dentist I called said, we can get you on April 27th. I said, I have a toothache now. She said, sorry. I called somebody else. That is insane because I remember back in the day, I had like a tooth that chipped. This was probably early 2000s or something. I had a tooth that chipped, and it, of course, when does it happen? It was like Friday night. So I got on the phone, called all these places. Nobody answered. And so my friend said, go to the emergency room. And I'm like, for a frickin' tooth? She's like, go to the emergency room. Went to the emergency room, and they said, oh yeah, no problem. Sent me right across the street from the hospital to a dentist's office. And he came in and opened up and took care of me. I was like, okay. Heck yeah. I didn't know they did that, you know, but I was like, all right. I also hate dentists. Yeah. There's a lot of people that hate dentists. Kim joined the club and I have to go every month. I went a few weeks ago and I got 3 injections. I am so fed up with dental bits. I bet, Ken. Ouch. I bet, girl. You've been going through it with the dentist, haven't you? Yeah. Hey, Julia, what's happening? It's hard to get a dental appointment nowadays. Yeah, apparently, huh? Wow. I haven't had to deal with a dentist recently. Thank goodness. Knock on wood. They always say you will feel a little scratch, then you jump out of your seat and the air is blue. Who are they kidding, right? You know what? I felt so bad. My son's girlfriend, she went to get her teeth pulled to get dentures put in. I felt so bad for her. They did so much stuff that they didn't tell her they were going to do with her bite. And she was in so much pain, man. My heart was breaking for her. I was like, oh my God, I felt so bad for her. It was so bad. Like, I felt horrible for her. Well, that's really cool. Good story. Let's see. Toothaches make her whole body hurt. I found a dentist that finally numbs me so I don't feel it. Oh, there you go. See, that's the thing with my husband. If he goes in to get major dental work done, they need to just put him to sleep. You know, because he's just so afraid of it. Like, they just need to put him to sleep, give him anesthesia, let him, you know, let him be comfortable, you know. Okay. Let's get started talking about some stuff, you guys. Let me tell you about my week. How about that? Let's start off with the crap first, okay? So, I found out the other day that my cousin, so I have a huge family on my mom's side, okay? Huge family. Tons of cousins, tons of family. Hold on, let me get caught up. There's more people coming in. Novocaine does not work on me. Really, Kim? Wow. Kim, my mom's the same. Yeah, that sucks. Oof. Hey, Ten, welcome. What's happening? Hey, somewhat, what's up? I'm the same way. I have a major gag reflex too, so it's not even the pain. I have my dad's gag reflex. My poor dad, he would brush his teeth in the morning, brush his teeth at night, and he would be in the bathroom gagging, right? And I was always like, Daddy, why are you gagging? He's like, I don't know. Just makes, you know, just I brush my teeth, I gag. So never had that problem until probably, I don't know, a couple of years ago. And daggone it, everything makes me gag now. I'm like, thanks, Dad. Thanks for giving me the crappy side. Yeah. Yeah. I hate the sound of the tooth chipping while the dentist is working on a tooth. Right, JR? That is kind of an annoying sound for sure. It's a means to an end. I'm getting special dental treatment at the dental school. They drag it out as it is training, but I should be finished in May. 2 appointments a month for 2 years. Yeah, Ken, that's been going on forever, girl. I'm glad it's almost over. That sucks. Ken, well, it's a huge commitment. Good for you. Yeah. Holy crap. I just hate the dentist. I never had a problem with the dentist. I think because we had this dentist, he was Mormon, and he had like 11 kids or something, and he was always just so friendly, and it didn't, you know, as I got older, that he was a very handsome man, so I don't think that hurt, you know what I mean? But I just was never had a problem with it. You know, me and my sister have a really high tolerance, like for like dental pain, we have a really high tolerance, so it doesn't really affect us. If I have a cold, oh my God, toothpaste gives me the gag. Julia. I mean, I do that just on a normal basis. Or if I do, what do you call it? Mouthwash. You guys, I can't even talk about it because I'll start gagging. It's from my dad, you guys. Glad it's almost over for you, Ken. No doubt. Poor Renee, she has her appointment tomorrow, and we will be freaking her out. She'll be terrified to go. Right, Renee? Don't listen to us, Renee. It's going to be gravy. It's going to be so smooth and easy. You'll be fine. It's definitely a huge commitment. Okay, so let me tell you. So, you know, I have a... Hold on, you guys. I got to get my hair. Don't pay attention to my hair. Pay no attention to it. I was not in the mood to dick with it today, so I didn't. Okay, so my sister texted me at the beginning of the week, and she's like, are you home? And like, if I text her, are you home, or she texts me, are you home, we know, like, oh shit, what happened, you know, something big. So I'm like, yeah, I'm home. So she calls me. No, she's in the car, and she said, hold on, and she sends me something. And then right after that, she calls me. And what does she send me? She sends me an article and a mugshot of my 40-year-old cousin. Like I said, I have a shit ton of cousins on my mom's side, okay? My cousin is a coroner, and she was arrested. Yeah. Apparently, they served a search warrant on her home Wednesday night and arrested her. And they found fentanyl, and they found a bag with methamphetamine powder in it, which, when I saw the mugshot, like, I didn't even recognize her. Okay, she's always like, she's tall and thin, has this gorgeous smile, long dark hair, just beautiful girl. And like, I didn't even recognize her, right? And I mean, I saw pictures. So my sister and brother went out to Indiana for Christmas, at Christmas time, and I saw pictures of her then, and she looked amazing. So in 3 short months. So apparently they got her 2 felony charges for the fentanyl and the methamphetamine, and she has been under investigation apparently since April of 2022. That she's not been doing her job as a coroner, apparently. Another cousin of mine said that word on the street out there is, to the locals, is that she was going to, like, you know, if people die, you know, she's a coroner, she goes, and if someone, you know, was taking pain medication or drugs, like, she confiscated the drugs because that's her job. But apparently she was stealing it. Allegedly, you guys. All I know is she went to jail Wednesday night. She bailed out Thursday, and I spoke to my aunt, and she is in rehab. Somebody's honking. Yeah. So she's in rehab. This just blew me away because out of all my cousins, like, she is not one that I would ever think would have an issue. You know what I mean? And I mean, not that you can predetermine someone's addictive behavior, but it just really has, like, blown us all away. Like, we're like, what the hell? And there's a lot of denial. She's very much in denial. My aunt is very much in denial. The sad thing is that her husband, my cousin's husband, it's a really good guy. He had a widowmaker's heart attack, I think 3-4 months ago. Almost died. Fortunately, so at that time, my cousin was a coroner. Her husband was a part-time sheriff. Okay, small town, all right? And they owned their own, like, trash company. Supposedly, he's no longer a sheriff, and he lost his trash business, like, prior to my cousin being arrested. I don't know, you guys. It's literally just, like, blown us all away. Like, what do you mean she was arrested for drugs? Like, it's just been a mess. So yeah. All right, let's see, you guys. Let me get caught up because I'm, like, way behind. I hate getting behind on here because it's so hard to get caught up because I'm so not technical. Hold on, you guys. I gotta get caught up. Where the hell am I? I gag on anything. I do that now too, Pat. I hate it. I'm scared. Ben Tozen's like, I got an appointment on Thursday. You're going to do great, Renee. You're going to do great. It's going to be okay, girl. It's the same trainee that I get, so I did not want to abandon her. Well, it did actually, but I needed the treatment. She graduates in May. Wow. Kim, when I was pregnant, I had to switch to a baby toothbrush. Otherwise, I would gag. Really? Wow. Oh, no. Yep. Hate the dentist. Need to make an appointment, though, which means more feelings. Oof. I know, right? Oof. Oh, no. Yes. I think your hair looks nice. Looks soft. Oh, thank you, 10. I just dyed it, right? Because, you know, I do this thing with myself, and I'm like, am I going to just go gray? Let me just go gray. And then after a couple weeks, I'm like, oh, hell no, I'm not going gray. And then I dye it. So I just, like, dyed it to touch up the roots. I do, like, the professional stuff. My sister-in-law taught me how to do it. But that's the extent of my knowledge when it comes to doing my hair. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up all. Thank you, Kim. Kim and Ken and Pat cracking the whip. 3 months in, no time to slip so far down. I know, right? Hey, Lindsay, what's happening, Mama? How are you? That's terrible. Poor woman is having trouble. I feel sorry for her. It's a tough thing to go through. Yeah, and I mean, I don't know. My aunt was like, oh, the higher ups don't like her. So it's an elected position, okay? So she was elected into this job. And they're now coming out saying, oh, we started investigating her a couple months after she was elected. If that's the case, then why is it taking you 1.5 years to 2 years to do anything? You know what I mean? Like, bullshit. I call bullshit on that, but yeah, and I just feel bad for her, and she's so in denial. Like, she's blaming everybody else, but she literally just got into rehab the other day, so that, you do blame everybody else when you're an addict. I mean, hey, Candy Cane, what's happening? Yeah, it sucks. It just totally, like, blew me away. And then, I made the mistake of, like, going and looking at the different articles, and that was a big mistake. Yeah. So when we think we have problems, there are so many worse than us. That's so very true. So very true. Good, she's in rehab. Looks good to the court. Yeah. And, realistically, if she stays on the straight and narrow, and she can stay clean and sober, she probably won't get, like, a lot of jail time or anything. You know what I mean? Like, it's first offense. She's never been in any kind of trouble, Yeah. That's a shame. So sorry. Thanks, Kim. Ouch, that's a lot of money to lose for that family. It is. I mean, they have no income now, so I'm sure my aunt, which sucks. I think the court case for the death of Orson West has started. I saw an update, but they are not allowing cameras in court. Yes, it has started, and I'm so mad that there are no cameras allowed, because I truly wanted to see, like, what the heck was going on, Smash the like button. Thank you, Candy. Have you heard of Amanda Bynes? She's not doing well. It's so heartbreaking. I do know who Amanda Bynes is. And I saw that she's been, she's back in for mental health treatment, correct? Because I saw that she had kind of done something crazy again. I feel bad for her. Like, she just can't seem to get it together, It sucks. I mean, mental health is so hard to deal with. Let's see. Tomorrow, really bad weather, wind, rain, and possible tornadoes in our area. I'll drive in a tornado to get that clove oil. Just be careful. Be careful. I know we're supposed to get, like, it's supposed to be really bad with the 55-mile-per-hour winds tomorrow and the rain, and who knows. Oh, Amanda Bynes. She's an actress. She was like a child actress. I couldn't even tell you what she was in because I can't remember, but she was in a lot of things. It's just sad that it's come to this, This is coming from the other West children. They were interviewed by the police. So as we all guessed, the search was just a farce. Yeah, it's so pathetic. Like, why can't they just say where these poor kids are? You know what I mean? Like, let's just let everybody have closure, for crying out loud. JR, heard about that too. Bad, she was doing better and seems to have had a bit of trouble again. Got caught naked. Yeah, she was like running around New York naked or something. Yeah, Julia, she's a former child star who's mentally ill now, was caught walking around naked. She actually went to, like, school to be a manicurist, and she was going to school and she was doing awesome, and then all of a sudden she's having issues again. But I will say this. That guy that she's with, she needs to get the hell away from him. When it first came out that she was with him and that she was pregnant by him and then she lost the baby or had an abortion or something, I was like, oh no, he's bad news. Like, she needs to get so far away from him. He's such bad news. You can listen to the trial. Really? I didn't know that. Crap. Okay. I need to start listening then. JR, so sad. It is. I'm watching an update of someone who is listening. It cuts out all the court arguing and time wasting. Oh, okay. Yeah, the Amanda Bynes show. That's right, 10. Thank you. The Amanda show. Yep. On like Nickelodeon or something, right? Yeah, I thought she was getting better too. We've had more rain in March in the last 50 years. It's been, hasn't it? It's been a nightmare everywhere. She had 2 shows on Nickelodeon. Yeah. The Amanda Bynes show. Yeah. Hey, Ginger. What's happening, Mama? The neighbors are going to Hershey Park tomorrow, first day opening. Ooh, fun. Fun, fun, fun. I would love to go see a baseball game, you know, but it's supposed to be pouring down rain and crappy, so probably not going. The West adoptive parents are dirtbags. They truly are. I just wish they would do the right thing and frickin' tell everybody where those babies are so there can be some kind of closure, you know? At first it came out that she was schizophrenic, but her family said she's bipolar. I don't know, but she does have a lot of the behavior that like a bipolar person has. So it could be either though, you know. It appears that it is a lucrative business fostering or adopting. They were living off those poor kids. You know, here's what I didn't know, okay? Because out here in DC, Maryland, and Virginia, if you foster, okay, you receive a check. But if you adopt, that's it. You don't get money. And California, apparently, once you adopt, you continue to get a check. Granted, it's less than when you foster, but you get paid per child. I'm like, what the heck? Really? Like, I was blown away when I heard that. I was like, what? It appears that it's, yeah. Okay. Okay, you guys, let me get out my little notes here and let's talk about, let me get through some of this stuff. Oh my God, did you guys hear this? Lori Vallow Nutjob Daybell. Her attorneys are trying to keep Larry and Kay Woodcock out of court because they're like, well, they're not immediate family. Okay. According to, what is it? Idaho law, immediate family is like mom, dad, brother, sister, you know, grandparents don't count. So they're trying to, so Lori's trying to get him out of there. Like, I don't blame her. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't blame her either because they're going to hear the truth, you know? And I'm sure Lori feels like a dumbass. Well, she probably doesn't. She's so stuck on herself and her dumbass husband. Did you guys hear about, you probably didn't hear about it. I don't think it made national news or anything like that. Okay. So in Virginia, there's a county called Fairfax County, okay? And Fairfax counties, Fairfax and Loudoun counties are the 2 richest counties in the state of Virginia, okay? So it's, for the most part, most of Fairfax County are like middle to upper class. There are some kind of lower areas. So the Laurel police, okay, Laurel, Maryland police. So, okay, hold on, let me back up. What's her name? Let me make sure I get these names right. So there's a 25-year-old Lauren Kingsbury. She lives in Laurel, Maryland. She's a realtor. Her mom apparently is like a really famous realtor that like everybody knows who she is type of deal. So her mom reported her missing the other day. Okay. And the mom said she saw doorbell cam footage of her next door neighbor had doorbell footage of her daughter Lauren being escorted out of her house by her daughter Lauren's ex-girlfriend, Brittany, is it Copland? Or I think it's Brittany Copland. So she supposedly kidnapped her ex-girlfriend, took her to Fairfax County. So somebody in Laurel, Maryland, so a member of like Brittany's family or something, found out that Brittany was staying at a hotel in Fairfax County. So they called the Laurel police. The Laurel police called the Fairfax County police and said, can you do a welfare check to make sure that Brittany Copeland is okay? So the police pull in to this motel, which is kind of a sleazy motel, okay? It's not in the best part of town in Fairfax County. They pull in and there's this girl and she's like, I was abducted by my ex-girlfriend, Brittany Copland. Oh, there's her car right there. There she is. Okay, so this Brittany chick is pulling out of the parking lot. and she takes off. So the police take off after. She goes like a half a mile and then stops, okay? She apparently had a gun, and she held it up to her head and threatened to kill herself. So the police were like, oh shit. So it was right by, so there's like residential apartment buildings all around where this happened. There's a school right by here. There's a gas station, so they shut the gas station down. They, got everybody out of the area. They brought in tanks and hostage negotiators and all this crap, right? So it shut Richmond Highway, which is Route 1 in Fairfax County, down, okay? Richmond Highway is like a huge commuter road, okay? So people that commute, DC, different places, use this road, right? 36 hours later. So this started like an early Tuesday morning, I believe, right as rush hour was starting. And she gave up Thursday night at 11 p.m. I think they said it was 36 hours. People literally had brought lawn chairs out there and were sitting there watching it. Like, what the hell? And as she, in the footage of her coming out of her car, they're like cheering and they're like, we love you, Brittany. And it's like, oh my God. Anyway, so she went to jail. No bond. She's supposed to have a bond hearing tomorrow, but she's probably not going to get a bond because they got her on like 2 counts of abduction. Oh, that was the thing. So she said to the police, she said, I'm afraid to get out of my car because I'm afraid you're going to kill me, because she's black. Okay. So she's like, I'm afraid you're going to kill me. Plus, I'm afraid you're going to press charges against me for kidnapping my ex-girlfriend that I didn't kidnap. Okay. She claims she didn't kidnap her. Now, Lauren says different. Lauren says she was abducted and she was forced to stay with her. Like, so yeah, because no one had seen Lauren since like Friday night. Okay. And this was Tuesday morning. So apparently, yeah, she had abducted. It was a nightmare, y'all. It was a freaking nightmare. Like, people in Fairfax County, people commuting were like, what the hell, It apparently was horrible. So yeah. All right, let me get caught up. So I don't know, I was just rambling about that, but I was just like, I found that very interesting. I wanted to like write everything down because I was like, interesting. Oh, you guys, let me talk about one more thing really quick, okay? So y'all know my ongoing saga of my health issues. So I was having stomach issues yesterday, kind of on and off. Continued to have stomach issues on and off today. So this afternoon, I get a phone call. And it was my primary care doctor is on vacation this week. So they had another doctor filling in, and he was calling me. So when COVID started, rather than having to go get a colonoscopy, my doctor was like, just do the Cologuard, where you take it home and do it and send it in. And it's been fine, right? So I had to do one. I just did one. And the doctor called today and said, you had a positive result, and we're not liking what we're seeing. So you need to come have a colonoscopy. So now I got to schedule a damn colonoscopy. And because I live so far away from where my doctors are, that's going to mean I have to go stay in a hotel and do the process all day in a hotel. Like, I'm like, really? And I'm sure it's nothing. The stomach issues I had yesterday and today, I think it's just like a stomach bug or something going on, But of course, this was going on, and then he calls and says, oh, you had positive results. Oh, we need, and I'm like, okay, of course, thank you. And like I said, I'm sure it's nothing. I'm sure it's just a polyp or something. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure it's nothing. But you just don't know. So I better to be safe than sorry. Oh, yeah. Okay, let me get caught up, you guys. Okay, let's see. Where am I at? I know, Kim, but the poor kids are beat and starved. Oh, yeah, foster care. Oof. In New York, it's the same. Wow. Hold on, let me get caught up, you guys. Psychic Reverend Donna Serafina is teaching lessons now, but you have to have a working desktop to join and $25 a month. I would love to, but just don't have it to give right now. Oh, too much. Oh, geez, that's horrible. I'm sorry. Totally, they do it for the money and don't want the poor kids. It's been going on for decades with lots of foster families. Yeah. I just left Virginia 3 minutes ago. Hello, North Carolina. Oh, 10, hey! Bye. Yes, Ken, Aberdeen. Were you near DC, Maryland, or where were you in Virginia? Yes, Ken, Aberdeen and Scotland is the worst for foster needs. Ugh. I'm refusing to believe that the 2 boys are dead. I'm still holding out hope they're alive. Maybe I'm just being foolish. It's not about being foolish. I mean, I always tell families, like, you have to have hope. But unfortunately, I don't feel like they're alive. And I think they were gone a long time before, for sure. Sorry at JR, but the other kids have told the police they're dead. Really? Oh, shit. JR, call it being optimistic. Yeah, definitely. And look, you know, I was seeing Jose Guerrero's family. I was seeing that he was dead. But I said to them, I'm like, but please, you know, God, I hope I'm wrong. Like, hold out hope. You have to have hope. You know what I mean? Like, I would never want a family to. So I was like, no, you need to hold out hope that, you know, that he is alive. But I kind of felt it, you know? Okay, let's see. Where am I at? I slept in. Breezy. The oldest one is age 10, and they saw one was sick and dead, and that they heard a loud thud, and the other child was never seen again. Oh my God, I didn't know that. Holy crap. Yeah, 36 hours. Isn't that crazy? The new norm. Yeah, I mean, I understand her being in fear. You know what I mean? With everything that's going on. You guys, I did not get my Timothy Johnson video up this week. I am so sorry. I went, it was not supposed to be raining. It was raining. It was cold as shit. And we went and we did all the video and did all that. And I just never managed to pull it together. I'm telling you, when I found out about my cousin, it just kind of threw my week off. Yeah. Yeah. That is not so good. Fingers crossed that it's nothing. I'm sure it's nothing, you guys. I'm sure. I mean, I'm not, you know, it's just weird that I'm going through the stomach issues and then bam, they call. That's crazy. Man, those adoptive parents are animals. I agree. You got to look out for yourself. Yes, ma'am. I do. Thank you. I just watched a thing where a doctor goes through a famous person's death. They just did Farrah Fawcett's. She had HPV and anal cancer. I still feel bad for her. That was like the worst. I remember when that was going on. She died the same day Michael Jackson died. Ugh. Did you know a keto low-carb diet will give you some stomach problems? Yes, I have read that. I have read that, Kim. I'm hoping that's not what it is, but it very well could be. Do you think the West brothers were burned or buried or something else? I think they were buried. Yeah. I could be wrong, but that's, yeah. That is called The Last Hours of... Yeah, Ken. I've seen that before. So if the boys weren't found, I wonder if the state is using the other children's testimony. No body cases can be tricky. Yes, that's very true, Gender. It's scary, you know? On my first colonoscopy, they found a spot. Now I have to have one every 5 years and pay a copay of $200. At least I have the test. It would cost the insurance more if I skipped them and had kids. Yeah, geez, yeah. All 4 kids are testifying. Wow. I saw an awful accident on YouTube the other day where 2 cars tried to fight for the same lane and they killed 6 construction workers in the central area. Oh no, oh my God. 6 construction workers were just killed in Baltimore, Maryland. This lady went to switch lanes and she ended up in the intersection and she killed 6 guys that were working. It's so sad. 10 thanks. That's such a big burden for kids, but I really hope it brings justice for the boys. Yeah, right? After 50, a colonoscopy is free here to do yearly. Ah, you're lucky. This is the crappy part. So most people can get a colonoscopy done at like outpatient. I have to go into the actual hospital because of my health issues. It's mandatory. Are you kidding me? So it's going to be like this major freaking production I'm not happy about, but you know. Yeah, that is hard to testify against parents. I can't even imagine. Poor babies. I can't. Ugh. Okay, you guys, let's talk about a few more things real quick. I I have been having plural dreams about earthquakes, plural. Yes. And I had a dream about a volcano. Yeah. On top of the other dreams I've been having. So just wanted to throw that out there. And let me just say this, you guys. I'm not trying to be gloom and doom, okay? But please make sure you have food in your house. Please prepare. You know, our dumbass president came out again and said that, you know, there's going to be a shortage on food and that food prices are going to continue to go up. So y'all, you're hearing it literally from Bumble Mouth up there. So make sure you have food in your house, because God forbid something happens and the store's shut down and you have no food, right? Please just make sure that you've got things covered for your family. Please, please, please. I don't want to preach gloom and doom and oh my God, you know, Armageddon. It's not about that. I just, please protect yourself and your families. Please, please, please. Okay, let me get caught up again. Breezy, where are you? I'm 32 and I've had 3 colonoscopies since getting diagnosed with Crohn's last year. Oh gosh, somewhat. I'm so sorry. Crohn's disease is... I am so sorry. That sucks. Thank you, Candy. Oh yeah, that's right. You're in Australia, Breezy. I knew that. Luckily, the kids were taken away ASAP and were not influenced by the West parents. They were free to speak. Good. Thank goodness. Wow, that's so nice. I talked to a couple different people from there. Such a gorgeous area of the world. I've been telling people, but nobody listens. Yeah, that's all you can do is tell people. You know what I mean? If they don't listen, they don't listen. But just please, for my sake, please make sure you have some damn food. You know, I don't want anybody starving. I don't want anybody starving. I did the food pantry thing for 10 years and I have such a heart for that. And seeing these families come in there and they don't have food to feed their kids, you know what I mean? It just broke my heart. And there's so many clients that I still think about all the time. I think I'm going to pick up the phone and call one of them this week because I've been worried about them. Because I know so many of the food pantries have completely shut down. And I don't know, the one that I used to be at, I don't know how they're doing as far as donations and stuff. So I don't know, yeah. I bet he has enough food in the White House. I've never heard of a president telling you things are that bad. They normally keep a lid on it, right? So for him to come out, and you do know, well, you're not American, you probably don't know, but they have a bunker. They have bunkers, plural, all over the U.S., packed with food, packed with beds, packed with medication, packed with caves, Yeah, so people can go live there if the shit hits the fan type of deal. But yeah, do you think for the UK too? I think it's going to affect everybody eventually. You know what I mean? It's kind of like the trickle down effect, I do. I think it's going to affect everybody. Yeah, I'm lucky to be where I am for sure in Perth, Western Australia. Definitely. I'm glad you haven't seen anything there, Ken, and I hope you don't, but it's just trickle down. You know what I mean? Fortunately, eggs aren't as expensive now as they were. They're coming down. People can buy eggs now, but, because eggs is the cheapest protein out there. You know what I mean? So... America is so large, they should not be dependent on any other country for foods. What has happened lately to start this sudden shortage? I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know. I just know that he was talking about, he did another, he was questioned by a reporter and he said, oh, there are more food shortages coming. People need to make sure they have food. That's what he said. Yep. Dark Rose said about a train crash here in the UK soon. She got near water. Wow. Damn. She's really good at that too. What do you recommend buying for stock? Rice, beans, lentils, canned foods. Buy what your family eats. You know what I mean? Like right now we're eating low carb. Okay. Hubby and I. And pretty much whatever I cook low carb, my son, you know, for dinner, my son, when he comes home from work, he'll eat it too, you know. but stock what your family eats. So if the shit hit the fan tomorrow, if the stores, let's say the stores had major shortages, you know, I've got rice, I've got pasta, I've got beans, I've got dried beans, I have canned beans, I have lentils, I have peas, I have, you know, I have canned soup in case somebody has stomach issues. I have canned tuna, canned salmon, canned chicken. I've also canned stuff myself because I can. So I've canned like beef, like stew meat, you know. But yeah, I mean, stock what your family will eat. So if there was a shortage tomorrow, then I obviously wouldn't be eating low carb anymore. I would be eating, you know, sustenance to survive. You know what I mean? So, you know, rice, I'd be baking homemade bread if I needed to, whatever. You know what I mean? I'm about to get my garden started. I should have already done it, you guys. I haven't gotten my seeds going. I've got to get my seeds going. I'm going to kind of scale back. Last year, my entire back deck was covered. It was covered, y'all, with like planters, and I don't want to do that this year. For example, like we don't eat potatoes right now. But I was thinking, okay, let me use some of the potato bags, like 2 of them, just 2, and let me plant some sweet potatoes. So I was thinking, okay, let me plant some sweet potatoes. It's lesser of the 2 evils when it comes to starch, you know, as far as carbs. So I think I'm going to do that, and I'm going to do a couple of plants on my deck of like cherry tomatoes. And then the rest will be in the garden because I'm just not going to go nuts like I did last year, you know. Okay, let me get caught up, and then we have some more things to talk about. Poisoning our water, Ohio and Philadelphia. It's coming, y'all. Look out. Look out. I'm telling you. I bought a bunch of flour years ago and never ended up using it. I think it's too old now. Maybe good for compost. It's probably rancid at this point unless you put it in Mylar bags with oxygen absorbers. It's probably rancid. I don't even know. Can you use it for compost if it's rancid? I don't know. See, that's one question I don't know. I need to look up. Let's see. Good thing I'm on a diet and have shrunk my stomach. There you go, Kim. That's how I look at it too, girl. He's so old he can't eat anything other than applesauce, mashed potatoes, and ice cream. Then you need to be stocking applesauce, box mash. You can stock box mashed potatoes. If you take the box mashed potatoes, the instant potatoes, if you take them and you get a mason jar and you put them in there, you can put an oxygen absorber in. If you don't have it, you don't have to. And it'll last forever. Those things will last forever, those potato flakes, you know? Things are so expensive here at the moment. Yeah, it's expensive here, but you are not going to believe this. I saw Lidl. Lidl has a pound of butter for $1.79 right now. I was like, what? Butter's like 6 something a pound around here. So when I saw that, I was like, oh, hell yeah, I'm going to go get some butter and put it in my freezer. Okay, let me see. I know that when this is said, everyone goes into survival mode and makes the food shortages. What an absolute prat that Biden is. He's such an idiot. He is. I think it's because people were stockpiling food during the pandemic. I don't know. I've seen like, you know, because there's grain shortages, so you can't feed your chickens, you know, different things have caused it, supposedly. I don't know, though. They could just be blowing smoke up her ass and saying that. You know what I mean? Ken, he will be okay then. All he needs is a blender in the bunker. Yeah, I'm so over all this. You and me both. You and me both. I think it's delivery issues here, Ken. We are on an island, I suppose, so bound to affect us. I'm coming to your house with a shit hits the fan. Come on, girl. I got plenty of stuff. That is so one on. No, all it takes is a stupid president to announce shortages and everyone flees to the shops and buys everything on the shelves. You know, I've gone into stores and like empty shelves everywhere. And then I've gone into stores and there's tons of stuff. You know what I mean? So, and I'm very fortunate. I've said this before. I can go within a 10-mile radius. I can go to 30 different grocery stores. You know, there's grocery stores everywhere out here, y'all. So, you know, if you can afford to buy the food, it's there. You just got to look for it. The Kardashians on one of their shows went to look at underground bunkers. It's like millions of dollars. Yeah, they are. They are now. I mean, it's insane. A bunker would be awesome. How about no water in Philadelphia on shelves last week? I've been stockpiling on Food and Water. That's the thing that people struggle the most with, is storing water. Water is so hard to stockpile because what did they say? A gallon of water per person per day. That's a lot of freaking water, you know? Exactly. And then the people in Philadelphia have to go to the other states and buy up all our products. Yeah, that's how it works. It is a domino effect. You got that right, Ken. Yep. Gross. I don't want to eat old flakes potatoes. God, I hope this doesn't happen. I eat fresh pineapple nearly every day. Well, and with any luck, hopefully, you know, it won't happen, you know. But it's just scary. It's just scary. Let's see. Candy cane. Yes, our shelves were just about empty. Ugh, jeez. I don't think it's still going on, but we are still catching up. Yeah. And I think maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's just a catch-up still phase, you know, and that could very well be. No empty shelves here. Good. And my sister said Kansas City, there's like everything stocked. So, yeah, we are all caught up. Where I am was never really an issue. It was people buying and stockpiling. It was never a shortage. Yeah. Yeah. It's crazy. Okay. Did we talk about everything? Because, oh, so I was thinking what I might do, you guys, two different things. I was thinking I might start doing videos on like how to develop, you know, if you have gifts, how to develop on them. I don't know. Thinking about it. I mean, I know what works for me, you know, but it may not work for everybody. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then the other thing is I may go back to doing like $25, $30 prepper pantry, Dollar Tree hauls. I may do that. Like the food I get and the stuff that I get. Because it's not just food, you guys. Like I buy batteries, I buy matches, you know what I mean? Like just in case, you know? We're pretty okay here in Chicago. Prices are higher, but stock went good. We took your advice and stocked up on water. Oh, good. I can't find pot pie bows anywhere. Pasta is very low in my area stores. I had noticed, I don't know, probably a couple months ago that it was hard to find pasta. Yeah. I don't know if it's still going on because I don't buy pasta now, other than every now and then if it's on sale, I'll buy it just to have for the pantry. But okay, good. Yes. Okay, cool. Thank you, Breezy. Thank you, Julia. That would be great. I would love to talk to my orbs. There you go, Kim. There you go. You guys, Kim's orbs in her house are amazing. Like, crazy, you guys. It's insane. Yeah. Okay. So, let's see. You hear about the missing 2-year-old Taylor Mosley. Mom was brutally murdered. Any quick feelings? Oh, is this the little boy in Florida by any chance? Is that who you're talking about? Yeah, I think he's still alive. Yeah. I think he's in a really tough position though, so hopefully they find him soon. And I feel like for some reason, I feel like it's like a guy that knows them, if that makes any sense. I want gardening for dummies. There you go. They have gardening for dummies. Okay. So yeah, so it is. Okay. Because my friend sent me something that there was some little boy missing in Florida. She sent me something this morning. Yeah. Okay. You guys, here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking I'm going to do another live read, if you guys are okay with that. You guys all right with that? Is that cool? Is that cool? I think I'll go ahead and do another live read. Thank you for your read on Antoinette Caideto. I always thought the mom was involved the minute I saw her on Unsolved Mysteries. Very suspicious. Yeah, the mom definitely. Another sad case, you guys. Like, it's so pathetic. It's just so pathetic. How many people in here have gifts? Y'all have to answer that. I have the place to garden, but not the energy to do it. We can still buy organic seeds here, thank goodness. Oh, there you go. Yeah, I bought heirloom seeds. Yeah, so I've got like a little seed supply going. In fact, today I was looking for something else and I said, oh my God, I forgot all about those seeds. I had a container, like a organizing crate thingy with seeds in it. And I'm like, oh crap, I forgot all about those. Ken, I do nothing comes through on the recordings except some weird noise. Yeah, you have had some weird noise on there, haven't you? Dad is the suspect. Okay, that's why. Okay, that makes sense. Because I was like, I know this guy knows them. Yeah. Neighbor heard noises and right after Dad went to hospital for cuts. But Tay isn't with them. Ugh. Very cool. Okay. I'd love videos on how to increase gifts. Okay. All right. Maybe I will do that then. I just, somebody else wrote to me and asked me if I would help them, which of course I want to help people, with their gifts. But it's just, I just feel so bad because like, I know what works for me. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Maybe it'll help people. I don't know. Maybe I'll give it a try and say. Weird noise out of something. It could be that has to be speeded up or slowed down. The noise is something though. Yeah, definitely. It is definitely something. I have the opposite. I'd love to start, but I have limited space and sunlight. Oh, yeah. Cool. Yay. Yes, live read. Hey, everyone. I'm so late getting here. Hey, Latuan. What's happening, Mama? How are you? How are you? Sent to Victoria. She didn't know what they were either. Yeah. Nope. I didn't have a clue. Hot in here, you guys. Right? Okay. Ken, you can download an app called Perilous. It gives the spirits the ability to say words. There you go. Yeah, maybe try that, Kim. Yeah, there was some other app, but I'm sure Perilous is probably a newer one. It's probably better. There used to be another app I tried. I couldn't get it to work, but. So, okay. I'm going to do a live read. Let's see who's next. Oh, let me go to my handy dandy little list here and look and see. Alicia Navarro. Okay. All right, you guys know how I do. My hands, when I start getting something, my hands start spasming and I look crazy and yeah. So, let's see. Hold on, let me see. I'm good. My dad made it home. Yay! Yay! That's why I missed the live. Missed our conversation, everyone. We missed you too, Latuan, girl. I'm so glad your dad's home. Yay! I know he went through it. I'm so glad. Made it for the live read. Yes, you did. Let's see. Oh, and I've heard of that name. Oh, okay. Cool. Okay, you guys. Okay. So I'm already... Okay. All right. So, okay. So I'm seeing like, long dark hair, short, petite. Okay. So I'm seeing her and I swear she looks like she's like, I don't know, what, 10, 12? Are you writing? Oh, no.
No.
I thought that's why you were coming in. Okay. Sorry, I got distracted. Sorry. Okay. I mean, she looks like she's short, petite. Yeah, she maybe looks like she's 10, maybe 12. But for some reason, I feel like she's older. I don't know why. Okay, I don't know why. Okay, here's the other thing that I was seeing. So I'm seeing like, Sorry. See, like everything is like really organized, if that makes sense. Like structured, that's the word. Structured, like she's very structured, okay? Yeah, I'm feeling like she's very structured. Okay. Is she maybe autistic? I'm wondering if she's on the spectrum. Yeah, I wonder if she's on the spectrum because she's very like um everything has to be done like a specific like way, right? Like she likes to do things at the same time, the same way. Yeah. Okay. I think she's missing. Okay. Yeah, I think she's missing. I don't think. Can you open that door? Leave that door open because I'm like dying of heat exhaustion. I feel like she's definitely missing. Okay. But I feel like she's gone. I feel like she's gone. Okay. Okay. So timing wise, for some reason, I'm seeing like fall, like autumn. Yeah. And I feel like, okay, now I'm hearing, hold on, guys. Now I'm hearing, sorry, I had to shut the door because I'm hearing stuff out there and I can't. Okay. So I'm getting like autumn, fall, autumn. And I think she's probably been missing a couple of years, maybe like 2017, 2018-ish maybe. Okay. Okay. So I'm seeing like a letter, like she wrote a letter. Yeah. I feel like maybe she wrote a letter, like she ran away. But that doesn't make sense for what I'm seeing now, okay? So I feel like she wrote a letter like to run away. But here's the bizarre thing, okay? So she's like young, okay? But I think maybe she's a little bit older than what I'm thinking she is. She just looks young, maybe. But here's the thing. I'm seeing... Okay, I'm seeing an African-American gentleman. Thin, longer face, thin face. I feel like he wears like braids, like down to here maybe. So like his hair is braided down to here. Long, thin face, okay? It's hard to guess his height and weight because of how I'm seeing him. But he's thin. He's got like a thin build. He's not like really tall. I don't know, average height. He's thin. But here's the weird thing, okay? Here's the weird thing. He's at least, you guys. I mean, I think he's 25-ish to 35-ish. Okay, I think he's 25 to 35 years old. So I'm like, why am I seeing him with this little girl? You know? Okay. Okay. I'm seeing video games. So, okay. I'm seeing like a starting in Arizona and an ending in New Mexico. So did she live in Arizona and she left and went to New Mexico? Hold on. Is that what I'm seeing? Yeah. Yeah. So I think she lived in Arizona and I think she ended up in New Mexico. Okay. Okay. Here's the other thing. So I'm seeing video games. So I'm wondering if the video games is what connects her to this African American gentleman that I'm seeing. Okay. Wow. Okay. Okay, so okay. So I believe that he told her or someone that he tells people his name is Anthony, but I believe it's Antoine. Okay? I think that's how it goes. Maybe I've got it reversed. Maybe his name is Anthony and he tells people's name is Antoine. Okay? But there's definitely like deception there. Yeah, I feel like they have this connection. I feel like he like befriended her. And I feel like he preyed on the fact that I think she is on the spectrum. But I hope I'm right about that. I hope, because that's what I'm getting is that she's on the spectrum. But I think she's like very high functioning if she is on the spectrum. But I think he preyed on that. I think this was like over a long period of time. Okay. I feel like she was getting to know him for a long period of time. I don't think she's alive. I hope I'm wrong. But I feel like she's gone and I feel like she's in New Mexico somewhere. So is this Anthony Antoine guy from New Mexico? I don't know. That's what I'm guessing, but I could be totally off. But for some reason, I'm seeing New Mexico. Okay. Okay. So now I'm seeing like balloons and a birthday cake. Was it her birthday when she disappeared? Did this poor child like go to run away on her birthday and then she planned on coming back? But she didn't because this guy interfered? I don't know. I don't know, you guys. I just get what I get. Okay. I think that's... yeah. I'm wondering if he strangled her because I feel like... Yeah. Like choking and it's like hard to breathe, you know? Yeah. Okay. Okay. That's what I was able to get. I think what I'm going to do is when I do a live read, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them all together, you know, and do like a long video and see if I get anything else, you know, and put it out there because not everybody watches the lives, you know. Yeah. It is so hot in here, you guys. I feel like I'm dying of heat exhaustion. Excuse me. 417 degrees. Hold on. Let me get caught up, y'all. Okay. We love you. Please don't feel self-conscious. We would never laugh at you, only with you. Yeah, Alicia Navarro was her name. You know, here's the thing. So I'm hearing the name Alicia Navarro, but when I'm seeing her, I was thinking she was like Native American, but maybe she's, maybe she's Hispanic. She's got long dark hair, very kind of short and petite, just really cute girl. You're so inspiring. Aw, thank you. Siren's going off. Oh no, Pat. We're praying for you, honey. I'm praying for you. Take care of yourself. Oh my goodness. The dad is now charged with first-degree murder. Hold on, The dad is now charged with first-degree murder for the mom and Taylon. Apparently, Tay is in the water and may have been kind of eaten up by gators. Oh. Don't know if he was alive or dead when he went in the water. Shit. That sucks. Trigger warning. Law enforcement found a gator with the body in his mouth and shot the gator. Oh my God. Oh, that kills me. I see oars around people. There you go. Me too, girl. That comes in handy, Yeah, that's so sad. I hate that. Not the gator's fault, but I know they had to do. Yep. Me too, Lori Miller. Animals being animals, not their fault at all. No, it's not. Renee, can you see them in your mind's eye, or do you need to be in person to see them? That's a good question. That is me. High functioning autistic. That is where the organized comes from, structured. Okay, that makes sense because she's very like... Yeah. Oh. Isn't there a video game Mind something? Because I just heard Mind something. Literally just heard that. Wow. Okay. Okay, let me see. Let me get caught up, you guys. I especially hate when they shoot bears. Yeah. You are right on so far. Oh, good. Good. Okay. I think she's gone now. Oh, Lori Miller, that is exactly what I was thinking. If a bear attacks, there's often a reason. Like they have young or are hungry. They even shoot them if they're in bins looking for food. I know. It's so sad. She went missing in Arizona. I think so. That's what I was seeing. Yeah. Hey, TME. Hey, Afton. Hey, guys. Glendale area. I don't know. See in Arizona. I don't know, honey. I don't know. I know it's so heartbreaking. I wish they would do something else, but they say they can't be rehabilitated. Once they start causing any issue, they usually end up shot. Yeah, it's so sad. B, can you do a premiere with the read and maybe let hubby research so he can answer you as you are doing the read? Oh, that would be cool. I could definitely do that, Julia. Yeah, I could definitely do that. Dammy. I love to see when people let them fool about in their swimming pools and have more compassion for them when they're young. Yeah, that's so cute. When they end up in somebody's swimming pool, I see that sometimes on like the shorts on YouTubes and stuff. You get a little flush when you read, can see it in your face. I do. And it's like, if I'm hot, when I do a reading, I get really hot. It's like I'm sorry, I threw all my shit out of the way because I was like, I thought hubby was sitting here writing it down. I didn't realize I had my eyes closed. Let me get my shit out of the way. Okay, let me get caught up here. Alicia Navarro, I will look her up. Not heard of her. Oh, okay. Minecraft. That's it. Minecraft, Ken. That's it. That's it. Minecraft. Yeah. That's it, Julia. Yep. That's what I heard. Yeah. I used to work case management in that area. I made it out safe with intuition and prayer. Minecraft. Fletchwan. God, that was a hard job. I know. Oh. Ken, I've watched those videos too. So cute when the bears play on the gym equipment and swim in the pools. It is. When they're actually just like playing and, being animals, Video games are dangerous. I monitor all my son's friends and messages. Grown adults on these games. Very true. That is scary. I kept feeling like, she was like drawn to him, and I feel like he like got to know her over a long period of time. I think he kind of preyed on her, basically, is what I was thinking. That's what I was seeing. Yeah, Lori Miller, such fun when the homeowners are good and let them play. Yeah. Gardner. Yeah. I thought of you last week, Victoria, when I ended up in the ER with a blood pressure of 50/40. Told Dan I did not need high blood pressure meds sometimes. We know our bodies more than doctors. Ah, Tammy, girl. I've been there. That's so scary, isn't it? Ugh, so scary. I hope it straightens itself out, because that is like the scariest thing. You're just like, you have no control. It happened to me for like an entire day the other day, and it was scary. Was that last week? It was last week, I think. It was scary. Yeah, she went missing from Arizona. She was on the spectrum. Oh, okay. It was her birthday, and she was last seen with a tall black man. Really? Son of a bitch. Yeah, I definitely want to compile, because I've done like a couple of these now, you know, and so I think I want to compile them all together and then try to reconnect and see what I get, so that maybe I'll be able to get more information, you know, so I can, because it'd be really great if I could get the guy's last name. It'd be nice if I could get his phone number and address too. Wouldn't that be nice? Yeah. Wow, that's crazy, Kim. Yes, we have to make room for wildlife. We are meant to be stewards of the earth and animals. Very true, very true. I love animals too, Candy. Exactly, Lori Miller. Totally believe in that theory. It's so sad, though. You know what I mean? Because, like, you guys, I can't watch those videos. So I was watching, like, a YouTube short the other day, right? It was something stupid. And then I went ahead and scrolled down to the next YouTube short. And it was like one animal killing another animal. You guys, I can't watch those. I know that's the circle of life. I get it. But I can't watch those. Like, those just get to me. I can't. Just like I can't, like, if somebody's beating somebody up, I can't watch it. I can't watch those. Like, can't. Let's see. Glad to hear it, Candy Cane. They're the best, aren't they? Yes, they are. Phone number and address. Let's find him. Exactly, right? Wouldn't that be nice? Be like, yo, you think you get somebody up there, y'all think you could muster it up to give me the phone number and the address and his last name? That would be nice. Well, let's go show up at his front door. Lori, if I stare at a person long enough, I actually see colors around their heads, mostly purple and green, and I get frozen. I hear nothing around me. It's so weird. Yep, you see auras. I see that too. I've talked about before walking down the mall and people walking towards me and I can see their auras. Creepy.
I wrote this down. What was her name? Alicia?
Alicia Navarro. Yeah. It's hot. Oh no, no one wants to do that. I know, right? It's crazy. Love your nail. Oh, thanks, Kim. You know what it is? Listen, you guys know my ongoing, like, saga of my nails, okay? So, I had, like, long, thick, beautiful nails. And then I got sick, and now my nails they're breaking, chipping. They look horrible. My cuticles look terrible. Like, it's just bad jaw. So, occasionally, I'm like, okay, let me paint my nails. So, I ended up ordering this, cheapy nail polish from like Amazon, and it was like 5 little teeny tiny bottles, but they're the prettiest freaking colors. But the nail polish sucks, okay, because, you know, I put a top coat on and my nail polish will be screwed up tomorrow. I don't care. I'm like, whatever. I get so pissed at my nails now that I'm just like, I don't even care. Like, I was gonna do, like, try to learn how to do gel or something else, and I'm just so over it at this point until I can figure out what the hell's going on with my health, you know, because whenever I've done gel polish, it always ruins my nails. So I'm like, I'm not even gonna dick with it right now. I can't either. That's really neat, but a tad scary. Someone not to get too freaked out, lol. Me neither. It must be our empathic nature. Can't watch suffering and not do anything about it. I know, I can't, like, you know, I know it's a circle of life. I know it's normal, but to watch it, it kills me. I mean, it makes me sick. Like, I can't even deal with it. I got rid of TV so I can control what I see. There you go, girl. Now you're talking. I never watch TV. I don't either. My sister actually told me today, she's like, well, what the hell is it called now? I can't remember. So my sister's birthday is tomorrow, right? April Fool's Day. And she's leaving for Vegas with her best friend. And she's so excited. I'm like, you have to eat a crepe for me. You have to go to Egg Slut and have an egg sandwich for me. That's the best breakfast sandwich I've ever eaten in my life. If you're ever in Vegas, go to Egg Slut at the Cosmopolitan. The line starts at like 6 o'clock in the morning. And sometimes it can take 2 hours, but I'm telling you, it is the most amazing breakfast sandwich I've ever freaking eaten in my life. Like, it's amazing, you guys. Like, seriously. So I was like, you have to do this, you have to do that. They're going to see Cirque du Soleil, Beatles Love tomorrow night. Me and my sister took my daughter for her 21st birthday to Vegas, and we took her to see that, but my sister's best friend hasn't seen it, so they're going to go see it. I love those Cirque du Soleil shows. They're so much fun, especially the ones with the music. They're awesome. The Beatles one, freaking awesome. Okay, let me see. Wow, I just Googled the case and you're super on point. Can't believe you pulled out Minecraft. Oh, I heard Minecraft. Mine something. Yeah, it was Minecraft. I was like, oh. Was she a Minecraft addict? Yeah, I don't know. I just heard that. I don't know. This one time I was with Mary and Alex and we were relaxing and talking and suddenly I saw bright lights come out of Alex. Yellow going one way, hot pink going a different way, and blue a third direction. Wow, that's pretty cool. Let me tell you guys something funny. Hold on. Let me shut this door because now I can't hear because I'm hearing myself in the background talking in the other room. So, oh, look, I need to fix my thing. It's like all messed up. I need to fix my backdrop. Oh, pay no attention to the backdrop. Okay, so, what was I talking about? Oh, so when you close your eyes, okay, if you close your eyes right now, what do you see, right? Because I see red and blue. When I close my eyes, I always see red and blue. And I was telling my husband this, we were talking about it, and he's like, you've never told me that. And I'm like, yes, I have many times. Like, that's what I've always see, you know? It's just bizarre. Like, what do you see when you close your eyes? Is that weird that I see red and blue? I don't know. Apparently it is. I don't know. Lori, first time I seen this, a friend was coming out of the door after getting Reiki healing done. Oh, wow. Cool. Do the SNS dipping style. That's way better for your nails. Mine too with the gel. Yeah. What is this? SNS. Hold on. Let me write this down, you guys. SNS dipping. Is that what you do, Kim? Is that the same thing? SNS dipping style. I don't know. I'm just so like, you guys, I'm so like stingy. Like the thought of going and paying to get my nails done every few weeks just kills me. I mean, that's money I could be spending somewhere else. You know what I mean? Okay. TV is redundant in our house. It's redundant in our house too. My husband watches Star Trek reruns over and over and over again, so I don't even look at the TV anymore. It only lasted a few seconds. I've never seen it before or after. No idea why it happened or what it meant. Yeah, that's wild. Five Flames. Hello. Happy Friday, friends and strangers. Hey, Five Flames. What's up? Welcome. My mom loves TV. My mom did too. She would watch 24/7 the cooking shows. Now there's so many different ones. I saw the estate sale of Alex Murdaugh. They had turtle shell lamps, dead turtles, lots of antlers, and they even had clothes and shoes for sale. Ugh, what a schmuck. That is horrible stuff. Good morning, Victorian friends. Sharon, what's up, my friend? What's up, what's up? Yay, I'm glad you're here. You missed my live read, though. I did a live reading on a little girl. My friend took me. That's a great show, isn't it? I often see faces, really. That's wild. Oh, you were doing a read, but have you seen The Other Side, NDE? It's about people telling their story of near-death experiences and being on the other side. No, I have not. The Other Side, NDE. Have I seen that? I don't think I have. I don't know. If I have, it didn't stick with me, you know? And y'all know I've had near-death experiences. True story. Had a brain surgery. 1989. I legally died. And I had a near-death experience on the table. Freaked the doctor out, too, the surgeon. I do polygel. Okay, polygel. Okay. I watch that, Julia. Fascinating. Oh, okay. Next Level Soul is a really great channel. Lots of great guests. You know, hubby and I were talking about that. He was saying, like, I think we're going to get the software to where I can have people on. You know, so maybe I'll start having, like, guests on, have other readers come on and stuff. I might do that. We'll see. Ken, it's amazing. I do the nail dipping at home. Totally recommend it. Okay. I'll have to look into it because I just don't know, you guys. I'm just like, sometimes I hear undiscovered music in my head just before falling asleep. Oh, cool. That's very cool, Five Flames. Very cool. Dollar Tree getting some good press on glue nails. They are, aren't they? I don't use them, but I saw them and I'm like, damn, those are pretty. They have like these mauve-y looking ones. Yeah, I was like, those are pretty. But the moment I become aware of it, it vanishes. Wow, really? So you don't retain it? That sucks. Oh, wow, me also. Really, Candy? That's pretty wild. Do tell. Tell us about... Oh, you're talking about my near death? Is that what you're talking about? Yes? I don't know. Yes, do that. Oh, okay, yeah. I love when I hear the music, Candy Cane. It's always beautiful. The music in my head doesn't vanish. Sounds like a different country. Wow, that's cool. StreamYard is what you can use. Oh, okay. All right, you guys. So you want me to tell you my little near-death experience? So I'm not going to say who he is, okay? But he was a world-renowned brain surgeon. I had... I'm not going to go into all the things that happened leading up to it, but had this weird experience happen, called my primary care doctor and said, should I go to the emergency room? Because it was very bizarre, okay? And my doctor said, I think I know what this is. Okay, so I'd had some other things, okay, some weird symptoms. And the doctor was like, I think I know what this is. He's like, tell you what, I'm going to give you an address. I need you to go to this hospital. I'm going to have a doctor friend of mine come see you. This was like Saturday morning. So he sent me to GW. What is it? George Washington University Hospital. GW Hospital in DC. So I go there. I meet this doctor. He's a world-renowned neurosurgeon. He comes in. He said, I think I know what's going on. I was talking to my buddy. So I guess they're golf buddies. My doctor that I used to have was golf buddies with him. And he's like, I think I know exactly what's going on. So he said, I just need to do some tests. I did a couple tests, and he was like, yeah, I know what this is. So I had a brain tumor, and I went back in. They scheduled it. I went back in like a couple days later because he was like, we need to get this out of here before it ruptures. Because I guess it looked like it could rupture. Okay. So I go in, and I say goodbye to my ex-husband. I was with my ex-husband at that time. And and I just didn't feel right that whole morning, right? I just didn't feel right. Couldn't put my finger on it, but I was like, I just didn't. Something didn't feel right with me, okay? So go back, and it was the darndest thing. I literally sat up, and I went to jump down off of the operating table. And they had this thing attached to the end of the table, and when I did, I literally like tore my shin, okay, as I was jumping down, all right? And I remember jumping down going, oh my God, that hurt, ow, 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 that hurt, right? And I'm standing there, and I'm looking at my body, and I'm like, something's off here. About that time, sorry guys, I don't know how to turn this off when it does this. About that time, I heard who I know now is the anesthesiologist talking. I didn't realize who it was at the time because it was, you know, a bunch of people with their masks on, so it's kind of hard to tell who's talking. And And he was like, she's coding. And then this technician started saying something about start CPR. And so I guess they started working on me. And I jumped back up onto the end of the table and was watching my body laying there. And the one thing that I remember that I noticed was the whitest, brightest light. You know, I've seen this several times, but the whitest, brightest light I've ever seen in my life. The whole ceiling was just so white. And it wasn't like, you know, white from it being a surgery center, you know, an operating room. It wasn't white from the lights per se. It was like up through the ceiling, like up, okay, to the heavens, whatever. So the doctor decided to stop working on me and called. He called it. He called my time of death. And I kid you not, I hear this rumble, and I hear this loud rumble, this loud noise, and I hear somebody like hustle, like you could tell they were, you know, like frantic, and come into the operating room. He's like, I'm taking over. This guy, I'm taking over. And he starts doing chest compressions on me. True story. And I came back around, right? So I come out of surgery and I'm in the ICU, and the nurse is, you know, trying to get me to wake up. And she's like, you need to wake up. You need to wake up. And I wake up and I'm like, well, thank goodness I woke up. And she's like, oh, yeah, you know, she kind of shrugged it off. And I said, no, you know, because Dr., and I won't say his name, he was going to let me die. He called my time of death. And she was like, what did you say? And so I told her again, and she was like, what are you talking about? And so I explained, like, in detail what happened. I explained the song that was on. He had a country music song on. I explained exactly what happened, what was said, what, you know. And she was like, oh my goodness. And she was like, I'm going to be right back. She leaves. It was probably 10, 15 minutes later, the surgeon comes in. Now, he was a neurosurgeon. He was a world-renowned neurosurgeon, okay? And he said, what is this nonsense that you're spouting off about? And I was like, excuse me? You know, because I'm like out of it. Like, I just came out of major surgery, and I'm like, my head's pounding. And he's like being a jerk, you know, and I'm like, it's what happened. And he's like, what are you talking about? So I explained in detail the song that was on, what he said, how everything played out. And he was like, he was like sitting on the edge of my bed, okay, at the end of my bed with like his legs hanging off the side with his hand there. And he was like, I'll be right back. And he takes off, okay. The nurse comes back in. She's checking my IV. She's, you know, asking me if I need more medication, blah, blah, blah. He comes back in and he asks the nurse to leave. And he has his checkbook. True story. And he said, what will it take to shut you up? And I was like, clearly you don't know me. Nobody can shut this up, right? You know, I'm like, and I was like, are you serious? Are you freaking serious? Because at this point, I had just come out of massive brain surgery and was reliving all this, you know, and it's kind of like, it's not scary. It's just overwhelming. My head's pounding on top of it. I just had major brain surgery, you know, and I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? Are you serious? Like, he was dead serious. And I was like, you need to get the hell out of my room and do not come back in here. And he's like, well, that's impossible. I'm your surgeon. I have to, you know, I have to check on you. I was like, oh, no, you don't. Get the hell out. Like, I was pissed at this point. Nurse comes back in, gave me medicine. I'm zonked out. Okay. I come to, I don't know. I think it was probably that night. And the nurse is like, oh, doctor, Yeah, he's going to stop back by and see you in a little while. And I was like, oh, no, he's not. I was like, did y'all not hear me? And she was like, excuse me? Because this is a new nurse, okay? So nurses had changed, like, right? And she's like, excuse me? And so I explained everything to her, and she was like, you gotta be kidding me. She was like, are you serious? And I'm like, I'm dead serious. And I'm like, and I do not want him in my room. I'm like, he tried to pay me off. And she was like, what? Wow. I mean, she was like totally blown away. She's like, I've worked with this doctor for years. And she's like, wow. I'm like blown away. She's like, I'm legitimately blown away. So he goes to stop back by, right? A little while later. He comes back into my room, and I'm like, get the out of my room. I was like, I'm dead serious. My head's pounding. I felt like shit. I'm like, just get the out of my room. Like, you know? And he was like, well, I have to check on you. And I'm like, oh, no, you don't. So the nurse saw I was getting upset. She was still sitting in there, and she saw I was getting upset. And she was like, doctor, I'm going to call so-and-so. He's Dr. So-and-so. He's on call. I'm going to have him come check on her. So ultimately, this other doctor came and checked on me, which I found out after the fact. I didn't know that this guy was in practice with this asshole. But he was a nice guy. He treated me with respect. You know, he wasn't a dick. He listened to me. I explained what happened to me, and he believed me. Like, I could tell, you know what I mean? But anyway, so, yeah. Here's the weird thing. So when I hit my shin on that thing, okay, and it hurt, and I physically grabbed my leg, and I was like, ah, shit. That's the part I left out. I apologize. Hold on. So Dr. Dumbass is in there, and I'm telling him the story, and I said, yeah, and I hurt my shin, and I actually lifted my leg up. It had those, the things they put on to blow air in your legs so you don't get a blood clot. I had those things on, and I was like, yeah, I can feel it underneath, because I was like trying to grab at it, and he actually undid it, and you could see I had a gouge on my shin. I still have a scar there, a little baby scar there from it. And that's when he was like, oh shit, like. And as soon as I told him the song that was playing, you know what I mean? But anyway, so true story. And that doctor, he went on to advance even higher and be, and I was just like, I didn't want, it didn't even cross my mind to go to court. It didn't cross my mind. You know what I mean? I just wanted to be well again. I was just over the bullshit. But yeah, he gave up on me. He called my time of death. He gave up on me. And this young doctor came in and saved my life. He was, the young guy was observing, I guess. And the deal was, initially, he was going to come in and take over and stitch me up, right? Because he was still in training or whatever. And he was learning from this world famous neurosurgeon guy. Had it not been for him coming in, seeing what was going on and running in, I would have been dead, y'all. So there. Yeah, so true story. All right, let me get caught up, you guys. I'm sure I'm way behind. I've had an NDE too. Oh, it's crazy, isn't it? When you have, I've had another one. I had another one, but I don't want to talk about that one. Yes, Kenny, it's a blessing indeed. It is. The music thing, that's amazing, you guys. That really is amazing. No NDEs here. 5 flames. I love hearing about them, though. Yeah. Oh my God, Victoria, ouch. Yeah. Yikes. Holy wow, this is an amazing story so far. I wish I could find that doctor. He's probably retired on some damn island, sucking it up, enjoying life. I wish I could find him. Wow, V, my mom had this in theater during a C-section and explained the same thing. Her surgeon confirmed they lost her for a few minutes. Yeah. It was living, breathing angel in there with you. Yep, definitely. The white that I saw, the white light is unbelievable to explain, beautiful, and you feel nothing but love from it. Anyone ever experiencing it? Yeah. That's so true. It's so calming and peaceful, but it's not a color that you'll see ever in your lifetime on a regular basis. And there's Like, I remember trying to explain, and I was like, well, I was trying to figure out what to compare it to, and there's nothing to compare it to. Okay, like I have LED lights right here, right? And you know, LED lights are bright, but no, they're not bright. Not like what this light that I'm talking about. Wow. Yeah, he was concerned for himself only. Yes, he didn't give a shit about me. True story, yep. I went to the other side to a garden and was told, don't ever go through that door. I said, which door? He said, the left door. There you go. It's horrible. It was. Dr. Dumbass. Yeah. Swearing at appropriate moments is a sign of high intelligence. So no worries. 5 flames. Well, I must be pretty damn smart then, huh? Correction, Lori. Thank God for him, right? Thank goodness for the other dog. Exactly. That is scary and amazing. True story. Like, I remember when I first, when you first come out of anesthesia, and when I'm replaying it in my mind, I remember thinking, did this really happen? You know what I mean? Like, I was really, like, out of it from the anesthesia, so I'm like, did this really happen? And I'm like, hell yeah, it really happened. Like, it just instantly, I was like, yeah, it really did happen. Like, and sure enough, the doctor, he was freaking out. He was scared. That was an amazing story, ma'am. Host, whose name I do not know. Oh, Victoria. I'm Victoria. Doctors should believe you. They are in that field, that it happens a lot. Same as home care nurses. Yep, with people who die. They know that there's something when their patients say things day before they die. Yep, exactly. Like, Daddy, okay? Daddy was laying there dying. We found out that he had lung cancer and that it had ate up his entire spine, and he couldn't walk, and that's why he couldn't walk. And so from diagnosis, he was dead 11 days later, okay? And he kept hugging the air, and the nurse was like, oh, they hallucinate. I'm like, oh, no. He sees something you're not seeing, okay? How about that? Like, I remember when the nurse said that, it would just piss me off so bad. Like, yeah. Many patients see their family members before they die. I remember a nurse telling me that a 94-year-old said, oh, my mom is here, and she thought, how old is your mom, for fuck's sake? Yeah. That's crazy, though. But yeah, you do, like, listen, when mom was dying, Daddy had died years before mom, and when mom was dying, so she's in the hospital, and I said to the doctor, I said, how much time do you think she has left? And he was like, she's fine. She's going to be discharged tomorrow. She's fine. And I'm like, he's like, what are you trying to bury your mother for? I was like, no, she's not. I said, I know she's not. I know she's dying. And he's like, no, she's not dying, right? He was such an asshole, this doctor. So I came off the elevator that next morning to walk down the hall to see my mom and Daddy. And you have to know my dad, okay? My dad's body was deformed. He had a severe case of polio. He had a hunchback, and his organs were all pushed up into his chest. Like, he was majorly deformed, okay, from polio. And, Daddy was very short, and his poor little feet were like this long. He had little teeny tiny feet. So I get off the elevator, and Daddy's sitting right there on the nurse's station with his legs crossed, okay? And of course, Daddy was tall, no crutches anymore, no polio. He wasn't deformed, and I see Daddy sitting there. I knew my mom was dying. I knew she was, and this doctor was like, oh, you're trying to bury your mom. And I'm like, my mom's dying. I know she is. So then saw Daddy that morning, went home. Mom was pissed off at me because she kept insisting. She wanted me to leave the hospital, drive back home, and go to the DMV and register her car in my name. Okay, she had signed the title over to me. And she's like, you have to do that today. And I'm like, I don't have to do it today. I'll do it tomorrow. I don't feel like doing it today. I'm going to hang out with you. And she's like, no, you have to leave and go do this now. And she like wouldn't stop bugging me. And I'm like, fine, okay. So I leave, I go home, I go to DMV, get the car signed over into my name. I get home, and it's like rush hour time, it's like 5 p.m., and I get this call from this doctor, and he's like, excuse me, your mom is on morphine. Will you give us permission to do emergency surgery? And I said, what are you talking about? My mom's not on morphine. What are you talking about? He's like, yes, ma'am, your mom is on morphine and we need to do this emergency procedure. She's crashing and we want to put an internal pacemaker in, but we need your permission. And I was like, my mom is not on freaking morphine. You know, turns out as I was leaving that morning to go back home to go to DMV, the physical therapist was coming in. The physical therapist accidentally broke my mom's hip. And so my mom had been in excruciating pain all day and she was on morphine. I didn't even know. Yeah. So she ultimately was dying and she did die. And, you know, I'm sure the doctor thought I probably whacked her or something, but I didn't, you know. Let me see. Let me get caught up, you guys. Hold on. He got them addicted to pain medication and wouldn't help them anymore. Some children of these people were so mad. I really hate that people think it's hallucination. I know, right? Victoria, I just read your name in the description box simultaneously as you spoke it. I did. There's a hospice nurse on TikTok that has the most amazing stories from her patients. Aw, I bet. I bet, man. Hospice nurses, they're a dying breed. Like, it takes a special person to do that. I've seen her, Kim. It's a great insight. I bet I know her, Kim. What's her name? Kim, I watched that nurse on TikTok. You have some bad luck with doctors. I have horrible luck with doctors. Trust me. Trust me. My mother spoke about her baby brother that died at 9 months old. She had never spoken about him before, but it became an obsession suddenly. She was trying to remember his face. Aww. David Cassidy said so much wasted time just as he was dying. What do you think he meant by that, Victoria? So much wasted time? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what he's referring to. I don't know. I worked in aged care for a long time. The things you see are amazing. Yep. Hospice nurse Julie. Can I watch her on YouTube? Oh, okay. Lori Miller, he said not enough time. I can tell you that life passes so quickly. He was lying there and thinking it had gone in a flash. I will tell you this, like, people in spirit have no concept of time. So, you know, I don't know if it's pertaining to that, but I would think, because they like have no concept of time at all. I don't remember her name. She's pretty with long brown hair and the cutest baby girl. Aww. Did David Cassidy take drugs at any time? That might be what was wasted time. I think, yeah, I think he did drugs back in the like 70s and 80s, I think. Oh, okay, Kim. Probably two different people. Hospice nurse Julie has blonde hair. Oh, okay. I don't know because Danny Bonaducci had it tattooed on his chest. I swore he said so much wasted time. I'll check it out later. Victoria, what do you think about Melania Trump? How much is she aware of? Here's what I'm going to say about Melania Trump. Bottom line, the stuff with Donald Trump, you guys, like him or hate him, I don't care. I don't care. I don't want to get political on here. But I think whatever transpired, I think she knew it all. She's very intelligent. People don't give her enough credit. I think she's a very intelligent woman. He's a billionaire. You know, if you think for a second that he hasn't cheated, you know, of course he has. Now, do I trust this Stormy Daniels chick? Probably not. You know, I mean, look what she does for a living. I don't know. You know, if she's sitting there having no problem taking checks for hundreds of thousands of dollars, then, you know what I mean? Like, what kind of person is she? But, you know, come on, you guys. Come on. How many people have the Bidens paid off? How many people have the Clintons paid off? How many people have, I don't know, the Bushes paid off? You know what I mean? Like, come on. Come on. Those politicians, that's everyday life for them. They're always trying to shut somebody up. It just gets old. Like, I'm just so frustrated that this is even going on. Like, why are you even wasting our time with all this bullshit? You know what I mean? Like, if you're going to make it right for some, then let's make it right for all. You know what I mean? Like, I think it needs to be fair. If you're going to start arresting people and bring them up on charges for this kind of stuff, then make it across the board. You know what I mean? Arrest Hunter Biden. find out, research, and see if Joe Biden needs to be arrested. But, if you do this, every freaking politician out there is going to end up in jail. You know what I mean? Like, come on, because trust me, I grew up around politicians and politicians' kids, and I'm here to tell you, they're all a bunch of freaking liars. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to make it right for one, make it right for all. That's all I'm saying. They're just totally different people from us. I can't even claim to understand their lives, But I can tell you that I grew up with a lot of their kids, with some Kennedy kids, and they're all just useless. Like, they're just useless, you guys. Okay. I reckon she is his bodyguard. Oh, why else would she be with him? LOL. Yes, she is. If she took the money, she is as corrupt. I agree, V. They are in a different world now. They are. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't even pretend to understand. The thought of going and writing $140,000 or $160,000 check to somebody blows my mind. Okay, you know what I mean? Like, I can't even pretend to. I just feel like if it's going to be right for one, it has to be right for all. Yeah. I think she spent a lot of time drunk, but Danny said he never saw anything like him drinking or even with a glass. He was never drunk in front of Danny, so he hid it and did it alone. Maybe that's what. Oh, could be. There's an anti-Trump movement. There definitely is. I agree with that. And you guys, I don't want to go into politics, but there definitely is. There definitely is. It's definitely one-sided. And here's the thing, you guys. Here's the thing that really bothers me. I've had these visions and these dreams of the things that are to come, okay? And when I say this, I mean this, okay? It's scary, you guys. And I feel like allowing an ex-president to be arrested and to put criminal charges against him, I feel like, what does that say about our country? Like, where's this country headed to? You know what I mean? Like, it scares me, quite frankly, especially when I have seen, the helicopters flying and my husband's got his hand over my mouth telling me to be quiet, and he turns me around and I see the helicopters and I see the guys jumping out of the helicopter. Like, I've seen it, you guys, and it scares me. It scares me to think of where this country is headed. And I just think this is like the beginning of it. You know what I mean? And look, I'm not on here to be political. I don't want to go into that aspect of it. But if you're going to do it for one, do it for all. Make it fair. You know what I mean? And they're all a bunch of liars. They're all a bunch of liars. Do I think some were trying to help our country more than others? Of course. Of course. I quite honestly do not care for Joe Biden. I think he needs to go retire and be a pawpaw and eat his ice cream and have a great life. Okay. Kamala Harris. Laffy Taffy. Better known as Laffy Taffy. That's what I call her. She laughs at inappropriate times. I don't understand, But listen, I don't care if you're independent, if you're Democrat, if you're Republican. I don't care. If you're a liar, you're a liar. And that's that. You know what I mean? Like, if you grew up in the environment that I grew up in, like we were the poor kids, but we saw the rich kids, and we saw all the crap that mommy and daddy were, tossing out to the kids, and we had this guy arrested. This guy was arrested. Okay, there was a party on a Friday night, and he stabbed another guy and killed him. Okay? Mommy and daddy were wealthy. So, poof, the charges ceased to exist. And this kid was stabbed and killed in vain. That's the kind of crap that goes on in this area. It's always been like that. Me and my sister were raised in that, it's just bad. Like, I hate politics. Okay, because of this reason. Because This country, it's scary, you guys. It's scary where this country is headed. And it's scary that people are okay with the shit that's happening. And it's scary. It's scary, you guys, okay? It truthfully scares the shit out of me. Because we are going so far down so fast. And people don't even see it. They don't get it. You know what I mean? They don't get it because they're blinded by their political beliefs. So, oh, I'm a Democrat, so I believe A, B, and C. Oh, I'm a Republican, so I believe A, B, and C. It's like, put the bullshit aside. I don't care who you vote for, what party you're for. Open your damn eyes up and see what the heck is happening to this world. See, not just our country, but see all the shit that's going down. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. Agree, Victoria. Thank you, Kim. You're right. So much waste of time. He died of liver failure, so I would assume it was alcohol. Yeah, that's true. He did die of liver failure. America has never seen it so bad. Joe Biden is insane. He's got some issues. He needs to go be a pawpaw. Period. He needs to go be a pawpaw. How about all the thousands of Chinese men coming into our border? What's going on? Well, Renee, in my dream that I'm having where my husband, like, grabs... He's like, shh, and he grabs my mouth and turns me around. These are Asian men jumping out of helicopters with backpacks and guns, okay? It's scary. It's scary. Do you think Donald's intentions were good for our country? Here's what I think, okay? I don't like to go into politics, but I'm going to say it one time and that's it, okay? I think that he went into it with all the right intentions. I think that he really thought he could go in and make a difference, right? With that being said, why in the HE double toothpicks would he ever want to run again? Why would you want that bullshit? You know, he's not getting paid because he didn't take a paycheck. He's a multi-bazillionaire. He doesn't need that measly little income of being a president. You know what I mean? Like, why would you want to run back into that bullshit? After how everybody's treated you, why? Go retire, go play golf, go raise your son, go have a great life, hang out with your grandkids. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you want to put, like, I just don't understand why he would want to put himself through that. And I know he thinks it's, you know, he has the best intentions. Like, if I get back in there, I can get gas prices down. I can bring back this. I can bring back that. And I'm sure he could, okay? Because he was one president that got in there and kicked ass and did make some changes, okay? Did I agree with all of his bullshit? No, of course not. I didn't agree with some of his comments and the nasty things that he said. No. Do I think that he loves this country and that he wanted the best for the veterans? Of course, yes. Yes, okay? But why would you want to throw yourself back into that? They're just going to treat him like shit. They're going to continue to come up with more stuff. You know what I mean? Like, just go retire and relax. And, you know, that's what I think you should do. Donald Trump, if you're watching, that's what you need to do. I don't like part of Trump's character, but I liked him as president. I didn't like his character. I didn't like the shit that he said. You know, there was a lot of stuff he said that I was just like, are you freaking kidding me? Shut up. You know, I agree. But I think he tried, and I think he really went into it with the right mindset. He really thought he was going to go in there and make changes and kick ass, you know. I don't think he thought he was going to be faced with so much bullshit, you know. He was so amazing at his height. He had so many people going to his concerts until 74, and that girl died from the heart failure at 14. She got too excited. They thought she got squished, but it was her. Yeah, I remember that. I'm just glad he put 3 justices on the bench as opposed to Hillary. Yeah, anybody but Hillary. I have never been a fan of the Clintons. Never. I do not like the Clintons. I've heard a lot of stuff about the Clintons that probably people haven't heard, and that's probably why I don't like them. I'm not going to go into it, but I think the Clintons have done a lot of damage. And I think they've done a lot of damage control, okay? So, did Trump pay this porn star off? I don't know. Maybe he did. Maybe he did. I don't know. Look at Bill Clinton when he was in office, when he was president. Look what he did. He got caught. You know what I mean? So, all those guys cheat on their wives. You know, it's a different life, you know, because he wants to help us. Yeah, I firmly believe that. They did treat him so badly. They looked for every possible angle to get him out. He's one of the presidents that were not exactly. My psychic friend has been having dreams about Asian men jumping from the sky invading the United States. Now some are already here, just like your dream. Really? Wow. I have consistently been having that dream for a long time now. I continue to have it. It's one of the dreams that I continue. It's like I cycle through. Like one night I'll have the dreams about the men landing, and I'll have the dreams about the natural disasters, and then the next night I'll dream about Suzanne Morphew and Summer Wells. You know, I consistently cycle through these dreams, but I don't know why I keep having them, you know. One thing for sure, he stopped a disaster happening with Hillary Clinton. If she got in, things would have been awful. Yeah, that's terrifying. Yeah, I think all of us were saying that at times. Yeah. Clintons are corrupt right up to their eyeballs. Yep. I agree with Ken 100%. Yep. And listen, guys, you know, a lot of people, a lot of crap has come up. For example, so when Trump was in office, a lot of the Democrats said, oh, all these school shootings is happening because Trump's president. That's why it's happening. 3 innocent little babies, 9-year-olds, and 3 60-year-olds that were doing their damn job trying to protect these little babies were killed the other day. Trump is not in office. Since Biden's been in office, there have been tons of school shootings, just like when Trump was in office. You know, it has nothing to do with who the frickin' president is, okay? It has nothing, I don't think it has anything to do with who the hell the president is. I think it's people that are mentally ill and then have issues and they decide to go out with a bang. In fact, did you guys see the transgendered girl or boy, I believe the technical term is the transgendered boy that did the shooting at Nashville? Did you guys see the text messages of when he texted his 7th grade teacher before he went in and killed those babies? He texted his 7th grade teacher and said, I just want to let you know that I'm suicidal. I'm done. I'm going to kill myself. And you're probably going to hear about it later and it's all going to make sense later. The teacher texted back and said, oh my gosh, don't do that. You have such a great life in front of you. What are you talking about? No. You have a great life in front of you. And he wrote back and said, you are the sweetest, most beautiful person I have ever met in my life. And I just wanted to let you know that I love you and I appreciate you and I'll see you in the afterlife, or something to that effect. And the teacher was like, no, you know. And of course, this poor 7th grade teacher had no idea that he was about to go kill innocent kids and innocent 60-year-old people. I saw that and I was just like, and you know, people, you know, when Trump was in office, it was all about, oh, he was bad. You know, he was dividing the country. Race relations were at their worst. Really? Because I think race relations are at a bad point right now even. The video I was trying to get up last week, I went to Tyson's Corner and I did the video there about Timothy Johnson. Who knew you could be shot and killed now for shoplifting a pair of sunglasses from Nordstrom's? And you guys, you'll see in my video, I'm not even going to go into it, but you'll see in my video, like, you'll see. I just, it was always, oh, it's because it was Trump's fault because Trump was in office. You know, oh, race relations are bad because of Trump. School shootings are bad because of Trump. And now it's like, all those things are still horrible. Trump's not in office. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter who the hell's in office. We have issues in this country. We have crazy psycho-ass people that have no problem going and killing a bunch of babies. They have no problem going and killing, you know, teachers that are trying to do their damn job. Like, that has nothing to do with the president. You know, that has to do with the stupid ass people in this country. You know, we've got issues. And I don't know what the answer is. I don't know what the hell the answer is. I don't know. It's frustrating though, you guys. And for example, Jose Guerrero, you guys know I got close to his family. We have a court hearing coming up in a week and a half for the other murderer, the older murderer. The young murderer, who's now 18, I can't say his name because he's a juvenile, for God's sake. He's out running the streets. He's out on the street. And Jose's mom lives less than a mile away from where he lives. So if in fact he's still in the area, and if in fact he's still in this country, because he's undocumented and he's not from this country, so if his mom was smart, she bought him a plane ticket. So the day he got out last Friday, he was on a plane back to his country. If she's smart, you know what I mean? Like, it's so damn frustrating. The state of Virginia has no problem letting the stupid ass murderer out. This piece of shit massacred Jose over $70, right? And he's running free right now. As we speak, he's out on the street, And Jose's family has to be concerned every time they go to pump gas that if that little putz is still in the area, they could run into him. Is he going to decide to exact revenge and kill Jose's 3 younger siblings or Jose's daughter because his brother's still in jail and his brother's going to go to prison for murder? Like, you know what I mean? Like, state of Virginia, they have no problem letting a murderer walk. No problem. They're like, well, it's what's best for our case. No, you stupid ass. It has nothing to do with your case. This is about a human being whose life was taken. A 20-year-old young man who has a baby whose life was taken over $70 freaking dollars, right? Don't even get me started. All right. Calm down, Victoria. Okay, let me get caught up, you guys. Those shooting, gosh, it breaks my heart. It was a girl. Yeah, I think she was transgendered. That's why I was referring to her as a guy. I don't know, you guys. I'm not transgender. I try, to say the right thing and to be correct, but I'm not perfect. I don't understand it all, you guys. I don't. Because I'm not dealing with, you know what I mean? Nicole said people are running trying to hide and go underground, but I think New York is the only state with underground subways. She said it's terrifying and wakes up with sweats. Ugh. We have bunkers. There are bunkers in pretty much every state. There are hidden bunkers, but very few people know where they are. You know what I mean? And know how to access them. So yeah, we're basically going to be thrown to the wolves, per se. Race relations has always been bad. In the 50s and 60s, they were worse. Yeah, it's been bad. And it's not going to get any better when the media is stirring shit up and trying to pit people against people. You know what I mean? I don't want to get into it. We don't have guns. It's pretty unheard of to have that happen here. It really upsets me. I can't imagine sending my kids to school. It scares me. Yeah. Trump went to East Palestine, Ohio, and brought food and water. What did Biden do? He never went. True. I saw that. That's very true. I saw that. And listen, you guys, I feel bad for Biden. He's obviously got issues. You know what I mean? And the other day, he's like, oh, yeah, I'm going to run for re-election. How? You don't even know your name half the time. You think you're a senator. You don't even know that you're president half the time. You know what I mean? Like, how are you going to run? It's the guns that let them be brave and go kill people. Says that people are killed for less than 70. Yep. Breezy, where do you live? You're in Australia, right? Yeah. I don't think it helped the way her parents treated her. Holier than thou and absolutely no homosexual. So basically telling her she's bad. Yeah. And I mean, look, I've not had to, I've not been in that situation. I don't understand it enough. You know what I mean? So yeah, all I know is I saw Jeffree Star. You guys know who Jeffree Star is, right? He was going off about, because he's bi. And he was going off about, during the pandemic, they came up with this pronouns bullshit. He's like, that's all just a bunch of bullshit with people with too much time on their hands. He was going off. He was like, it's bullshit, the pronoun thing. Our friend's daughter is now our friend's son. She is a they, them. He is they, them. He's transgendered. I don't get it. I just don't understand. You know what I mean? Like, I have not had to deal with it. I don't understand it. So I'm not, please don't get me wrong. I'm not talking down about it. I just don't understand that. I don't understand. I don't understand feeling like you're in, you know, the wrong body. You know what I mean? And the one thing I don't understand is if someone starts saying you're non-binary and starts calling you they, them, is that going to make you feel better about yourself? Because it seems to me that the whole reason why you want to consider yourself non-binary is because you don't feel right in your body. So how is that going to make you feel better about yourself because somebody addresses you as non-binary or they, them? You know what I mean? Like, I really, truly would like to ask someone that because I don't understand it. I don't get it. I don't know. I would worry if I had kids going to school in the U.S. Yeah, you're not allowed to have guns. Who's got thunderstorms outside like me tonight? We don't have thunderstorms. We're supposed to have really bad 55-mile-per-hour winds and storms tomorrow, though, I think. They're about to start here 5. What is that, honey? Kim, what is that? On farms and for sport, but not in general, no. Very strict on how and where they are stored. But here's the thing, you guys. You saw that crazy asshole that just went to prison recently. He didn't have a gun, so what did he do? He took his vehicle and ran through the crowd of people and killed a bunch of people. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, these school shooters are going in and they're shooting. That's why they're called school shooters. But you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't ban all cars. You know what I mean? Like, you can't ban knives. They're going to find a way. If somebody wants to kill someone, if they want the thrill of the kill and they want to take someone's life, they're going to do it one way or another. You know what I mean? Is it easier if you can get guns? Of course. But you know what I'm saying? Like, it can be done, you know? Why do we have to accept people who want to accept themselves? That's a great point. I don't know the answer to that. I don't know the answer to that. You have to have a firearm permit. Wow, 5 Flames, where you at in Indiana? My family's from Indiana. Same here, Breezy. Very, very strict rules on storing any guns. Tammy, I never thought I would agree with Jeffree Star, but here you go. I know, right? When I saw that, like, Jeffree Star gets on my nerves, okay? Let's be real. But I saw this thing, and he was, and something caught my ear, and I was like, what is he talking about? And I went back to it, and I was like, wow, yeah, I never thought I would agree with him either, trust me. Yes, Ken, you just don't have guns here like in the States, yeah. Don't know Lori Miller, this girl was repressed for years. Yeah. Breezy, how do you protect yourself? Arkansas here, 5 Flames. Nice, Kim. They don't have to protect themselves. We never have to protect ourselves. It is not about protection. There is no gun crime. Yeah. Yeah, I was seeing like in the UK, like the majority of the attacks there are knives. That, right? Like I saw on the subway and, you know. But yeah. But I mean, seriously, like I know being able to access guns legally, it's, people feel one way or the other about it. You know what I mean? But here's the scary thing, okay? The scary thing is that even if you banned guns in the United States tomorrow, okay? If a law went into effect and they came door to door and they were stealing people's guns tomorrow, think about it. Think about these gangbangers out in Chicago, in Baltimore. Think about, okay, for example, this last month, there have been like 6 shootings at metro stations in Maryland and DC, okay? So people are commuting to and from work on the metro. It's a subway, okay? They're commuting to and from work on the metro, and they're sitting there and they get shot and killed, right? Because a bunch of thug gangbangers get on and start shooting it out. So these thugs are still going to have guns, and they're still going to find ways to buy guns. So it's kind of like defeats the whole purpose. You know what I mean? Like, you know, will it maybe stop some school shooters? Maybe, yeah. Maybe, you know. Or are they going to get their car and ram it into the school? Or, you know, wait till the kids come out to get on their bus and they're going to run them up. You know what I mean? Like, if you're a sick piece of shit, you're a sick piece of shit. And you're going to find a way to kill people if you want to kill somebody. You know what I mean? Yeah. 5 Flames. I'm from Indiana too. Hoosiers in the house. That's right. That's right. Hoosier City, baby. Breezy, that must be nice to live with no gun crime. Yeah, very true. You were speaking about the chicken or the egg. What comes first? We don't have that type of crime. True, true. It must be foreign to think, but it's really safe here. It is foreign to think because we're so used to everybody having guns here. You know what I mean? Like, so yeah. Like, I remember, listen, you guys. So, you know, my family's from Indiana. And one of my male cousins and I went to run into town. We were out in Indiana visiting. And we hopped in his pickup truck. And, you know, right here on the glass in his pickup truck, he had like 4 rifles on his rifle rack. We pull into town. He parks. He takes his keys, throws them on the floor. Because to this day in Indiana, and a lot of towns in Indiana, they leave their keys in their car. You know, and every day he went to school with the guns in his truck. And nobody got shot and killed. You know what I mean? So it's something that's just come about, you know, over the last 25 years or something. Like, it used to not be a thing. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it is hard to comprehend. I mean, it must be hell to even step outside if you feel you have to protect yourself. Never cross your mind. Yeah, true. Yes, Ken, makes me feel sad for you guys. I don't think most of Europe has guns. Yeah, I've never seen that thing. Yeah. Five Flames, what part of Indiana are you in? I was talking earlier at the beginning. My cousin was a coroner in Indiana and she was arrested Wednesday. Never, she's 40 years old, never would have guessed. Never would have guessed. They got her on a felony charge of not doing her job as a coroner because she stopped showing up. So she just stopped working, basically. Saw pictures of her from Thanksgiving and Christmas. She looked great. The mugshot from Wednesday, didn't even recognize her. Like, that's how fast she went downhill. They caught her with, yeah, not doing her job, so that was a felony. And then she had fentanyl at her house, and she had meth, a baggie that had meth in it, that had, had meth in it. So they got her for those 2 felony charges. Scary shit, y'all. Northern Indiana. Okay. She was in Vincent's. Yeah. Most of my family lives like that area. Watch John Jeffries on gun control. I'm up by South Bend now. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. I love Indiana. I really do. Yeah. I have so much family there, so, you know, it'd be really cool to live there. John Jeffries. You write that down. What is going on with this pen? I just put new ink in it and it's acting up. Oh, you're in Terre Haute? Wow. Wow. A lot of my family went to school in Terre Haute. My brother actually, mom and daddy retired. My brother was 15, and so they moved from the DC area out to Indiana. And my brother ended up going to, let's see, Evansville U, and then he went to IU. He got his master's at IU. And most of my cousins have gone to school at IU. Because I have a huge family out there. Like tons of people. Tons of people. Let's see. I am convinced it is an outcast sort of thing that causes behavior. Someone taking it out on others. Yeah. I mean, I agree. These are like crazy people. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Southern Indiana and Northern Indiana are great. Central Indiana, not so much. LOI. Yeah. Susan, you have that hot cop from Live PD. Kim. That's funny. Yeah. I love Indiana. I love Arkansas. Like, if I could, huge Kansas City person, if I could move, you know, if we could move there and survive financially, I would go in a heartbeat. It's so much freaking cheaper there. It's so expensive here in the DMV. DC, Maryland, Virginia is DMV, in case you didn't know. And this area is just freaking ridiculous. Like, it's just impossible. It's out of control. You know, the prices of housing now, it's just horrible. Horrible. The girl who did the school shooting recently, she was resentful about how she was treated. Yeah, I saw that. I think she was like pissed off because she had to go to a Christian school when she was younger and that made her angry. Yeah. Ken, they quit doing live PD here. Oh, bummer. That's usually where it begins, Ken. Yeah. Yeah. All right, you guys. It's 9:51 p.m. I'm going to get off of here because I'm sure Ken's probably exhausted. Ken, it's like the middle of the damn night there. You need to go to sleep. Yeah. Hopefully, you guys, hopefully I'll get this video out this week. I'm so sorry. It just, when everything came up with my cousin, quite frankly, it just kind of like, right? Oh, here's the other thing I didn't tell you about. Hubby, so our front door was rotted from like the underneath up. So hubby had to put a new door in the other day. What a nightmare. God bless that guy. Like, he's such a good guy. He got it in and he's done the deadbolt tonight. Got the deadbolt back up there and it's been a mess in my house, you guys. We're in the middle of painting. The whole house is torn apart. Shit everywhere. I hate it, you guys. I just want to get it done. So, okay, guys. Have a good night, Five Flames. Bye, Ken. Bye, Kim. Bye, Susan. Bye, Pat. Who else? I know I'm missing a bunch of people. Bye, Breezy. Who else? Bye, Renee. Lori. Bye, bye, bye. All right, guys. If I missed you, I'm so sorry. Lindsay, you were here earlier. I'm not sure if you're still here. I hope you guys have an amazing night. And that about does it for me. Bye, guys. Bye, Tammy.